going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 16. Moore now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Moore. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Returnable here from the 38. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Moore. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Saquon Barkley running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Moore slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A huge play there for Washington.
And the Washington first down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, good move. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way inside. inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They'll set up a throw. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Going up top. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Moore. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now a give right side. Barkley looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, he bowls over him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's complete to Tony. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brings up second and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. Operating from the gun. Moore slings this deep from McLaurin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Moore. Off play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Back to throw. Moore. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jacob Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And now we'll hook up downfield on second down. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. but also it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 18. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jacob Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 24.
Washington 31, Giants 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they've put themselves in a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Now they try the right side here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Dancing to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. Touchdown, Washington. Jacob Harris from 8 yards out. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
But Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another.